Welcome to Inspired Leaders. Thank you guys for spending this beautiful day here with us. I hope this weather sticks around for as long as possible. We are so grateful to have each and every one of you. I hope you've enjoyed the food and the networking. I know you're going to enjoy the speaker, and so I'm really excited to get started today. So we started Inspired Leaders almost 8 years ago. We're going to celebrate 8 years in May, which is insane. Yes, woohoo! And when we started, it was around the time that Andy and I started our business. So I used to be a teacher. Any retired teachers in the room? Or, left an education, or left a career maybe and started something completely different. So I left education, started our business, and I was terrified. I'm still terrified, let's be real. But I wanted to figure out how I was going to make this work. And we truly, truly live in the best community to build a business and a life for yourself and your family. And that is true because of all of the networking opportunities that are here, but then also the people in that networking. When you tell them that you need something, that you're looking for an introduction, that you're looking for an opportunity, whatever, they are going to leave their eyes and ears open for you or connect you or just help you get to the right place. And that is what I have built my business on, is all of the people in this community have helped me get there. And so when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. Again, I still don't know what I'm doing, but I really didn't know then. And so I wanted to try and figure out how are we going to make this work? And so we started Inspired Leaders. It was very tactical. We talked about marketing and things like that were important to our business. But then truly, one day, it just morphed. One of our speakers came and talked to us, but they shared a story. And their story is what built into some of the things that they taught us in regards to like specific business things. But sharing that story was so powerful. So Andy and I always like to say that Inspired Leaders took on a life of its own. And we're just doing everything we can to keep it going and support it because it's got its own vision. And we're just here to bring that to life. And so here we are month after month with these incredible speakers willing to stand up on this stage and not just share their story and their rah-rah and their, okay, let's go out there and get this done. But they stand up here and they share their shit. Excuse me, but it's true. We all go through it. Life is filled with ups and downs. And we always need that encouragement and that feeling that we're not alone. And so our hope is that here at Inspired Leaders, you feel that. You feel supported by other people, even when you're confused or you don't know where to go or you don't know what's next or you have no idea how you're going to get out of this hole that you may feel that you are in. You feel like you are surrounded by people who are not only going to support you and give you a shoulder to cry on or whatever, but you also have these speakers that are sharing these really deep, dark places that they've been and then their success from that. I was just having a conversation outside, and it was a really wonderful reminder to me. These speakers' stories aren't done, right? They're not standing up in the stage and saying, hey, I've got this all figured out. I'm done now. They're just telling you everything that they learned along the way and telling you how they're going to face the things going forward. And so it is an honor and a privilege that month after month, people are raising their hands, willing to share their stories in front of a room full of strangers and really be a source of encouragement for you so that you know that you are not alone. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for being a part of our Inspired Leaders community, and I hope you leave feeling so inspired. So if you can, for the next hour, silence your phone. If you need to take a call or anything like that, feel free to pop out into the lobby. We do understand, but if you can take this time for you, do that and silence your phone so we can all enjoy what's coming. So real quick, that QR code will get you to all things Inspired Leaders. We are on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, so you can follow us. You can see videos and photos of events. You can, share it with your friends. You can RSVP, all of that kind of stuff. You guys all know how important social media engagement is. So if you could follow us on those platforms and engage with the things that we're posting and share it with people that you think would enjoy this event, it would mean so much to us. You'll also on there find our website. On our website, if you are interested in speaking or know somebody who might want to speak, the application is on there. Also, if you're interested in being a sponsor for this event, there's sponsor applications on there. And then then all of our past speakers' videos are on there or linked to YouTube, depending on how old the videos are, just because we can't store them all on our website. But they're all there. You have access to all of them, so you can see almost 8 years of these incredible, inspiring speakers. So please scan that QR code and follow us on all the things and stay connected to what we're doing. So as many of you know, last year we got officially designated as a 501c3 nonprofit, which we're really, really excited about. Thank you. Everything that we do here is provided by our sponsors. The event is free. This location, we pay for it, but because of our sponsors, the food because of our sponsors, all of that, and we're so, so grateful for them. So if you feel like you want to support Inspired Leaders in any way, if it's $5 or $500, it doesn't matter to us, but if you feel inspired and moved and you want to support, we are a 501c3, and we would be very, very grateful to you for that. So we have a little bit of a change this year. We are not going to keep doing every single month on the second Friday of the month. We are taking June, July, and August off. So we will meet, obviously, today, and then April and May. May is our 8th anniversary celebration, so it's going to be a huge celebration. I would invite all of you to please come back and join us. Many of our past speakers will be here. It's going to be a really beautiful day. And then we'll take June, July, August off, and then we will be back in September, and then we'll meet September to May. So just doing a slight schedule tweak, but we just wanted you guys to all be aware of that. All right, so we are in a room filled with business owners and salespeople, and I want you guys all to have an opportunity to do a quick commercial. It's important to me that you're able to network here, so I would encourage you to pay attention to who's in the room and then stay after a little bit and find people that you want to connect with that maybe you didn't know. If you are a sponsor, please skip yourself with the microphone. You're going to get to come up on stage and do a commercial. But here at Inspired Leaders, we do drop and go commercials. So we're real fast and efficient. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. And then after the commercial, we clap. So we're going to practice, all right? My name is Elizabeth Griever. My company is Everson Cooper, and we are your as-is home buyer. Kevin's ready. My name is Elizabeth Griever. My company is Everson Cooper, and we are your as-is home buyer. Booyah. All right, so David and Lance are going to pass this microphone around. Please speak into it and think about your drop and go commercial, and that's what we're going to do. Thank you, sir.
And if you see me doing this, I'm not being mean. We are pressed for time, so cut it off.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andy Griever. Together with we own Everson Cooper. Thank you all so much for being here at Inspired Leaders.
I'm Lori Gasca. If you are a woman looking for a faith-based conference, leadership conference, April 24th, the Growth Summit, I've got a card for you.
I'm Alicia Estrada. I do construction work. Y'all need, and I also have a daycare center. If y'all need help from that, just give me a shout. Absolutely.
Hey y'all, good afternoon. John Feinberg. I'm a natural health practitioner. We offer gentle chiropractic care and clinical nutrition for families.
Good morning, y'all, or afternoon. Adam Palafox, financial planner and fiduciary with Wealth Enhancement Group. We're right across the street.
Good afternoon, I'm Jimmy Frazier with Elucid CX. We provide voice of the customer experiences for your company and help you with strategy with that.
I'm Adrian Cousin, owner of In-House Chefs and Catering for food and food prep services, here to fill you up with flavor.
Hi, my name is Dominique, and I am the founder of The Phoenix Journey, helping you navigate your autoimmune and chronic illness, and we have a 5K March 28th if you're interested.
My name is Alex Gardner with Alpha Martial Arts. We sell resilience through self-defense training.
Good afternoon. My name is Chastity. I'm with Houston Restore Pros. We specialize in water, fire, mold, and storm damages. If you guys need us, contact me after this. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Diamond Cherry. I sell Aflac insurance through employers, and I can sell directly.
Hi, Kathy Stakes. I own Signs Now, The Woodlands, for all your large format sign needs, inside and outside.
Hello, my name is Syed Zafar. I help people understand other cultures. Check out my book on Amazon, Crossing Cultures with Grace and Humor.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Devendra Talwalkar. My company saves, if you are processing credit cards today, I can save you on your card processing fees.
Good afternoon, everyone. Pradosh Velekar. I'm a cybersecurity specialist. So if you are looking for IT solutions or need one, I'm the guy. Please speak to me. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Xochitl Rodriguez. I'm a therapist, a speaker, and the creator of the Parenting Lab, where I have online resources for parenting teenagers, so you can go from chaos to connection.
Terry Weaver, writer-director of the movie The Beast of Trinity, Texas, now streaming on Amazon, Tubi, and Apple TV.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Devine, and I am promoting today the Faith Grove, and we're having a church camp for grown-ups coming up in April. We'd love for you to join us.
All right, good afternoon. Dr. Jamie Marshall, Quality of Life Medical Center. If your back goes out more than you do, please come see me.
My name is Juanita. I'm with the J Team Tree Service. We trim, remove trees, and we're a family-owned business here in Texas.
My name is Chance Habe, mortgage lender with the Claim Lending. We rely on communication, and let's get you in the house.
Alexander Lukyanka, manufacturing field. We do CNC machining and manufacturing.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole Karnitskaya with Hydrohawks. We are a local family-owned exterior cleaning company offering commercial and residential services.
Hi, I'm Rosemarie Shelshear. I wrote a book, The New Is Now. No matter what you went through yesterday, today can be the start of a new day. In my book, you'll learn how to rise up, launch out, and seize your new day. It's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sharon Humphreys. I am a nurse of many years. I'm now a legal nurse consultant, and I work with attorneys to helping try to get people whole after we broke them. So,
hello. If you're needing an EKG, come see me. I am Dr. Yolander Taylor, a naturopathic doctor.
Good afternoon, y'all. I'm David Reyes. I'm with HOC Financial. I help with life insurance, retirement planning, annuities, so helping everybody and Americans. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Crystal Pollard, and I'm with Better Bookkeepers. We are one of the sponsors of social media. I'm going to do my commercial here. We help with small, medium, and large bookkeeping. So if anybody is in need, please come and see us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maisie Sampson, and I am with Amity Bank.
Good morning, everyone. Monica Barton with Amity Bank. I've been with Amity for 25 years, and I specialize in business lending.
Hi, my name is Amanda Baum. I'm with Superior Renovation and Construction. We're the general contractor you call when you need it done right, on time, on budget, every time, whether it's luxury home building, water and mold restoration, anything like that. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Di with Juice Plus, fruits and veggies and capsules, and I highly recommend seeing The Beast of Trinity, Texas.
My name is Jan Harris, and I'm with Lifeline Roofing System, and we cover our roofs and, sorry, I'm going blank. We cover it by care and trust.
Good afternoon. I'm Natalie Sikowski-Gert, Senior Vice President and Director of Treasury Management at Texas First Bank. If your bank has been sold or acquired, come see me. I am your community banker.
Hello, everyone. I'm Valerie Maxim Davidson. I'm a speaker, author, and life coach, and I have a book on Amazon called The 37-Year Run.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mariana McGuire, and I represent a civic organization, the Hispanic Conservatives of Montgomery County, and we stand for traditional family values, and we're always welcoming leaders and speakers, so come and see me. If you're interested. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Carmen England, and I am with workfaith.org now, and I want to tell you that it's a nonprofit organization that helps people get ready for work if they've been for work for a long time, even people that have been incarcerated. So they train them, give them certificates, and come and see me if you want more.
Hey, y'all, I'm Tracy Harmeyer with Grit Coaching. Get ready. It's time for a coach. Turn your problems into profit and turn your opportunities into opportunities.
Morning, everyone. Amy Micken from Quality of Life Medical Center, where we aim to provide pain relief without medication, without surgery. We want you to feel better and move better.
Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. My name is Zach Kraft with Team Mr. Mortgage broker with over a decade of experience specializing in residential purchase and refinance. Team Mr. Mortgage, creating the American dream.
Hello, I'm Donald England with Mitchell Roof and Exteriors. We can handle your full roofs, roof repairs, all things home exterior, siding, gutters, paint, concrete.
Hello, I am Johnny Key with Bhakti Light. I guide visionary leaders through sound and deep inner work back home to your sovereign, authentic self, where truth, prosperity, and purpose come alive.
Hi, I'm Lucy West, broker owner of Red Ink Realty. If you don't know what real estate is, then come see me.
Hi, my name is Shirley Guzman. I'm the executive director for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. If you want to help save lives, come see me.
Hi, everyone. I'm Bryn with, Frontier Title. I just started over there this week. So if y'all are lenders, bankers, and realtors, come talk to me.
Alan Cunningham, the home inspections company, helping you understand the home.
Good afternoon, y'all. Sherry Deal with the Kruger Company. Hey, plants are out on the porches, so come by them. Stop and see us. Thanks.
Renee Marshall with Aflac. We're giving your benefits a boost.
Silva con Silva's Contractors, residential and commercial contractors.
Hi, Stephanie with Goosehead Insurance Castmore Agency. Just started last week, so if you need anything with insurance, please give us a call.
Hi, my name is Laura from the Epic Time. People say one of the most trusted media. Right now, special promotion, $39 a year. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Stanley Barnes with Barnes Marketing and Management. We're a sports and event management company, and I'm here specifically for the FIFA events that are happening in Houston, but we're having them all over the country, all over the county, and any of the businesses that are interested in that for ROI, we're here for you. See us.
I'm Bryce Kirshner with Azurus Consulting. We're a full-service IT consulting company, physical security, cybersecurity, and I do grant writing.
Hi, I'm Gene Thomas with Harbor Home Care. We're here to care for your elderly parents so you can run your business. Talk to Chastity if I got that right. I can bore you to death with all the data about how many of us in the room are going to care for elderly parents, and you're going to need somebody to help you with that, and that's what we do, Harbor Home Care.
Hello, Dr. Jeremy De Los Santos. I own Game Day Men's Health here in the Woodlands. We specialize in testosterone optimization, erectile dysfunction, medical weight loss, peptides, and vitamin injections. So we optimize men's health. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Charlotte Hernandez. I'm a cybersecurity student at Sam Houston State University.
Hi, my name is Janice Thompson. I'm a realtor with the DT team.
Howdy, Donald Thompson of the DT team as well. We're a family business here, as you can see.
My name is Alexandra Moreno Gama. I am a realtor with EXP, specialized in partnering with other brokers for Latin America customers.
Hi, my name is Daniel. I write on Substack about artificial intelligence, and I write science fiction.
I'm Catherine McDonald. I own 1-800-STRIPER, and we specialize in parking lot striping.
Hi, Desiree Bell here with Garcia Real Estate Group, and I am your local real estate expert. Anyone looking to buy or sell, call me.
Good afternoon. I'm Willie Diefenbach-Jones with Promptings. I'm a best-selling author, and I'm all about gratitude. Thank you.
Hi, y'all. My name is April Ward, and my company is Tart Peach Art. I'm an art broker and dealer. What's on your walls?
Hi, my name is Michael Smith. I'm a financial planner at CHJ Wealth Management. We specialize in retirement and business owners.
All right, my name is Jennifer, and this is Audrey, and we are from your local PNC Bank, and we are boring, so you don't have to be.
Hi, I'm Diana Berwin with Organizing with Care. I specialize in senior transitions, move-ins, move-outs, organizing, and spring cleaning.
Frank Fuss Life Coaching. I take my clients from Eeyore to Thor, from good to great, and from frustration to celebration.
All right, I got a couple more back here. Did we miss anybody else? Okay.
Denman, and I'm with Realty One Group Iconic, ready to take you on your journey home.
No, don't have a company. Just came to listen and see familiar faces. My name is John Bulovis, looking for work in biotech and medical. So if anyone wants to talk about it, looking for an assistant, hi.
All right, did we miss anybody? Okay, I'm David McGuffin. I own Space City Payments. We're your local merchant services broker. If you can be tapped, dipped, or swiped, I got a solution for you.
All right, thank you guys all so much for your beautiful commercials. If you're a sponsor, can you please come up and join me on this stage? So as I mentioned to you, we are able to do this event and provide it to you for free every single month because of our incredible sponsors, and we are so grateful for them. So part of their benefit of being a sponsor is that they get to stand on stage and do a 30-second commercial for each of you. So sponsors, this is my loving reminder that there is a timer on the back. Please respect the time and tell everybody all about your business.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Daniel Wolfson with Austin Bank. I'm the market president for the bank. Anybody can open an account for you and make you a loan, but who do you call when things happen, when things go bad? You can call 1-800 number, press 1 for somebody that cares, or you can call me. Every one of my business cards has my cell phone number on there. You can call me, text me on weekend, at night, and we'll try to figure out how to fix your problem. Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cassie Chapman, and I work with Capital Title. I have the honor and privilege to work with some of Montgomery County's finest real estate lenders, making sure you get to the closing table without any hitches or ex-husbands or dead people coming back and haunting you. I also take the opportunity to educate our agents and let them know about all the different things that are happening, like FinCEN, and also the decrease in rates here lately. So if any of these things don't make sense to you, reach out to me. I'd love that opportunity to build that relationship with you and get you to the closing table.
Okay, hello. I'm Michelle Shannon, and I've got 3 words for you: adventure with purpose. I represent the Clean Water Climb. We bring living and clean water to the people of Malawi, Africa. If you are into hiking, you can combine that with fundraising and bringing and delivering this water to the people of Malawi. If you are a corporate sponsor, if you want to be a corporate sponsor, come see me. You can get your name on the back of a cool t-shirt. Anyway, thank you.
Good afternoon. Kevin's the name. Realty's the game. Y'all know me as the realtor in the fedora. Truth is, I don't really have any houses to sell. Nothing there, nothing under the coat. But I guide people through the maze of buying and selling homes, and I really enjoy doing it. Big shout out to Zach Kraft, gave me a referral today, one of his old high school buddies. How about that? So good stuff. But if you have any questions with real estate or have anything coming up, I'd be glad to serve you. Kevin Williams, the realtor in the fedora.
Hey, everybody. I'm Larry Neal. My background is business development. I do a lot of work with private equity companies, but my passion is my children's home in Northeast Uganda, where we rescued 54 kids, probably 20-25% of them near death. We're always looking for sponsors. We've got 35 currently sponsored, but we have 54 kids, so we have a gap. Love to talk to you afterwards if you have any interest. In April, we've got a big event and a New York Times best-selling author. Tell you more about that next month, but God bless you. For His Glory Children's Home.
Hey everybody, my name is Nick Plunk, Plunk Productions. I'm a videographer, producer, editor. I get to do all the video things, and not to make anyone jealous, but videography is a pretty sweet gig. I get to hang out with my friends every week and make content that helps sell their product, helps sell their whatever they're trying to do for the community. It's pretty nice. If your commercials, if your TV stuff, if your social media stuff doesn't look as good as your competition's, we got to fix that. It's not good. We need your stuff to be better than everybody else's. Nick Plunk, Plunk Productions.
Hey, inspired leaders, what time is it? Shine time. Mike Mogill. We make it shine one place at a time. So look, do you have kids? Raise your hand. You got pets? Raise your hand. Well, guess what? You got dirt. We can steam clean, Trinity Steam Cleaning. We can steam clean your carpet, your tile, your grout, your air conditioning vents. We make it smell so good in your house, you'll want to stay there with your kids. It's crazy. Anyway, steam clean kills bacteria, germs, and virus, makes your home a better place to live. Live better in your home. Clean Sweep. Steam. Trinity Steam.
Great to see everybody. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. My name is Lance. I'm with the Business Solutions Group. We're your one stop for all of your individual and group healthcare needs. Anything under that benefits umbrella for the company. Medical, dental, 401k, HSA, whatever the company needs to protect its greatest asset, its people, we're going to have a solution for you, guys, okay? I want to talk to anyone who's wading into those group insurance waters for the first time. We're here to help. Lance with the Business Solutions Group. If you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your sickness. Plan accordingly.
Hi, my name is Amanda Baum. I'm with Superior Renovation and Construction. We're the contractor you call when you want it done on time, on budget, every time, whether that's remodeling, building your dream home, handyman, water and mold restoration. We do it all with superior quality. If you haven't seen The Beast of Trinity, go watch it.
Man, you were quick. That's awesome. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good. This is Darnold with Darnold Jr. Productions, the best darn photographer in Houston. So I noticed a lot of people raise their hands that have kids. How many people have seniors or little ones that are about to graduate from college, high school? Hey, senior photos time. I actually have a senior photo after this, so can't stay very long afterwards. Darnold Jr. with Darnold Jr. Productions, the best darn photographer in Houston.
Please give my sponsors a huge round of applause. They're not actually mine, but you know, I feel like they're mine. I'm so grateful for these people. They are truly some of the best in our community. They will help you in any way that they can. Even if you can't do business with them, I really encourage you to get to know them. Go give them a hug and say thanks for lunch, whatever it is. They truly are wonderful people. They have supported us on our journey, and we're really grateful that they support Inspired Leaders. So thank you to our amazing sponsors. All right, y'all, so I am really, really excited for our speaker today. Angela has been such a huge part of my life for so long now. I don't even remember how I met her, but she has impacted me in some of the most meaningful and beautiful ways. I continue to learn from her, and I'm so thrilled that she is going to stand up on this stage and share her story with you. She was one of our very early Inspired Leaders speakers at one of our very first locations, and we are really excited and honored to have her back. So please help me welcome Angela Aja.
Awesome. I just want to say what a privilege it is to be here. And I just want to thank Andy and Elizabeth just for who they are. And if I go much further, I'll start crying because they're just so incredibly special to me. And I love them so much. So thank you guys for all you do in the community. Well, I have a question for you. How many of you were taught, probably in kindergarten, that the caterpillar turns into the butterfly? Wave at me if that was you. Okay, all right. It's not true. You were lied to. The caterpillar does not turn into the butterfly. The DNA of the butterfly is trapped inside of the caterpillar. And the caterpillar has to go into the cocoon in order for that outer shell of the caterpillar to be stripped away. And in fact, when she goes into the cocoon, enzymes are released that liquefy the outer shell of the caterpillar. And they actually call it liquid goo and pupa soup. So she has to be disintegrated so that the version of her that she was really created to be can be released and reshaped and reformed and then revealed to the world as the most authentic version of who she was created to be. And I have to tell you, that was me. That was my story. I was a caterpillar. I was a woman that was trapped inside of the caterpillar shell. I grew up as a pastor's kid. Any other pastor's kids in here? Good old PKs. PKs are known for being the worst of the bunch. But I did not fit that bill. I did not fit into that category. I was the good girl. And I knew that I had a call on my life since I was in the 3rd grade. In fact, I was actually the Sunday school queen. And so I stayed true to that call that I had on my life to help people. I became a leader in my youth group, and I just serving people in our home, serving people was a way of life for us. And so I told God, I said, I don't care if I ever get married, I will, go to the ends of the earth. Just send me to be a missionary. I don't care. I just want to serve people and I want to serve God. And I went to Bible college, and wouldn't you know it, I met a fiery young preacher, and that kind of changed the trajectory of my life. After meeting him in Bible college, we took our first church. I was 21 and he was 23. And we had that church for 25 years. We were the place to go to learn how to do it. We even won awards from the city for helping bring crime down with our inner city work. And I thought I was living my dream. I just really thought that I had it all. I had 4 kids. I was a little bit of a hippie. I had all 4 of my kids at home. Anybody else, any old kind of hippies have your babies at home? Okay. And, I just worked in the church. And I thought I was living my dream. But after 25 years of marriage in the ministry, my life got turned upside down, and I went from being the first lady of the church to being a divorced single mom. I went from living in a beautiful ranch to living on the floor of an apartment with my 4 kids. I went from speaking from the pulpit. I ran a huge women's ministry. I ran a huge children's ministry. I went from doing that to selling windows door to door. And let me tell you, I don't wish that on my worst enemy, to sell windows door to door. I was a shy woman who had been rejected, and God has a sense of humor, and I had to go stand at the door and get rejected every day. But here's what I learned, and if you don't take anything else away from today, I hope you walk away with this right here. I learned that rejection is someone else's action. It's not your identity. So if you've ever been rejected by anyone, I want you to know that you were not rejected because you're rejectable. You're rejected. That was their action. And so now people can reject me, and it doesn't take me out, because I realize that I am accepted. Number one, I believe I am accepted by God, but I've accepted myself, so it's actually impossible to reject me. So I hope that you let that sit down inside of you. So I have no idea where I was going with that. That was for free. That was actually not in my notes, but I felt like I needed to say it, and now I'm lost. But after, I have no idea where I am. What's that? Selling windows door to door. Thank you. It's right there. So I was selling windows door to door. And my life had just got turned upside down. But I had never worked outside the home. But during this time, I actually was the sole provider for our family for the very first time. And I found a grit and a resilience that I didn't know I had. And so something just compelled me to get out there and do whatever it takes to provide for my kids. And so as I was doing that, I did all kinds of jobs. I sold windows door to door. I actually got into the roofing business for a little while, and I was climbing on big industrial roofs. I did a wine tasting business. I would put my kids to bed at night, and I would go work at Williams-Sonoma and work on displays in the middle of the night. I did catering. I did personal chef work. For a short time, I was a caregiver to the elderly and the disabled, and I was even an insurance salesman for a short time. And I just did whatever it took. Funny enough, this is a funny story, but it is true. I was even a bouncer for a night. If you can imagine that. That's another story for another day, though. But something inside of me knew that I had to do whatever it took to take care of my kids. I didn't grow up as a little girl. There's a picture of me as a young girl laying in my pink canopy bed. And I found that picture recently, and I realized, I didn't grow up and say, Mommy, I want to grow up and I want to be divorced. I want to be a single mom. But it happened. Life happens, and things unexpectedly happen to us. But it's not what happens to us that causes our suffering. It's the story that we tell ourselves about what happened. It was during that time that I was stuck and I was swirling and I was in so much pain, and I felt like God had abandoned me. Not only had I been abandoned by a man and by my community, but I felt like God had abandoned me. And one day, after selling windows door to door, I had this idea. I wanted to get a desk in my room, and I wanted to get organized, and I was starting to come out of the fog, and I knew that I could probably find a desk in a resale shop. And so my friends and I had 2 single girls in my life as a single woman, 2 single other women, and we became a community, and their names just happened to be both Karen. And so I had Karens in my life before Karens were even a thing. But one of the Karens, we would go to Goodwill, and she was very embarrassed about going and getting things at Goodwill, and so we secretly called it, we're going to GW. And so we went shopping. I knew if I could go to GW, I would find a desk. And so I walk in, I go straight to the back where the furniture is, and there's no desks there. But a lady says, hey, why don't you try the resale shop across the road? So I go into the resale shop, and I just knew my desk was going to be there. And I opened the door, and there was like a beam of light shining on my desk. And I started heading to the back of the store. And as I'm walking to the back of the store, I was in such despair. And I was in the cocoon season of my life, in that dark night of my soul. And this beautiful black woman, she just steps in front of me, and she looks at me dead in the eyes, and she said, I want you to know that God is not done with you yet. My heart sank because I was beginning to realize that everything I had been through could maybe be used for a purpose. I told you that little caterpillar, that the DNA of the butterfly is inside of her, and she has to let go of that caterpillar version of her. Well, when she's in the cocoon, she can't excrete. You heard me right. She can't go to the bathroom. She's actually swimming in her own crap. And, I was like that little caterpillar. I was just swimming in my own fears and swimming in my own failures. And I felt like a failure. But here's the other thing I learned. And I said, if you take this one thing if you take this one thing away, remember I told you a few minutes ago, take away that rejection is not your identity, it's their action. But I'm going to give you another thing. Like, if you take anything away, take this away, that failure is an action, it's not your identity. And so I felt like the biggest failure that there was. I had spent 25 years helping people save their marriages and save their families and have a better life, and I couldn't even save my own. And so I was just swimming in my own stuff. But I kept getting these messages. I knew that if I could just endure the cocoon, if I could just stay put and let the cocoon do what it's supposed to do, then I knew that it could all be used for my good. It could all be used for a purpose. Something interesting, when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, she loses up to half her weight. And what I realized during that time is that loss doesn't always mean something's wrong with you, or you did it wrong, or you're bad. Sometimes loss means that you are perfectly positioned for transformation. And so as I learned that, my world had gotten turned upside down. I lost my home. I had lost our cars. I had lost my community. I had lost relationships. I'd gone through bankruptcy, and I'd experienced so much loss. But again, I had to realize that not only could failure not define me and rejection could not define me, but also loss could not define me. The other thing that's interesting about the cocoon is that it's lined with silk. And to me, that silk represents grace. And there was just something inside of me that I knew, that there was a soft place there, that even though I felt like I was in the cocoon, I was in the dark night of my soul, that there was a grace for me to go through this. And I want you to know that if you feel like you're in a cocoon season, there's a grace for you to go through it. And here's the thing, is that the grave and the cocoon feel very much the same. They're both dark, lonely places. But it's what's happening on the inside that matters the most. And so if you are embracing your cocoon season, it can be a season of preparation instead of a season of rejection or isolation. So this is the season when I had to let go of the woman that I had become to become the woman that I was created to be, because I had become, up until then, I had become the woman that I was supposed to be. Anybody else ever do that? Like, you become the person that you think they need you to be, you're supposed to be. And, everybody is talking about becoming on social media. There's a lot of talking about posts about you have to become, and you do. But before there's a becoming, there is an unbecoming. And sometimes when you are experiencing those things, when you're experiencing loss or setbacks, it is preparation for a comeback, because the version of you that created this reality now cannot sustain what's possible in your future. So, again, being in this season of my life, I remember just feeling so alone and such a failure. And I said, God, I need a word from you. I need to hear from you. And I heard a whisper, and it said, go read Jeremiah 29:11. Some of you know what that verse says. It says, for I know the plans I have for you. They're plans to prosper you and not to harm you. And I'm like, that's a great scripture, God. You just harmed me. There's so much harm I just went through. And that made me mad. And I said, God, you got to do better than that, because I need a real word. You give that to everybody. But I stopped for a minute, and I heard the whisper again, and it said, keep reading. And the very next verse after Jeremiah 29:11, It says, I will bring you back to the place from which you were carried away captive. Our setbacks do not have to be final. Our setbacks are the very thing that can be used to dissolve that outer shell of the caterpillar version of us that has created the success that we have now. And so I just knew, after hearing that, I knew that that everything that I had gone through was going to be used as preparation for something greater. So I hired a life coach. Back in those days, nobody really knew what a life coach was, except for the high-powered yellow tie business life coach. And so I met this godly Christian woman, and she just began to coach me. And she coached me out of a lot of, she helped me to overcome a lot of the rejection and abandonment that I had felt. But one day, we were coaching, and it was one of our first sessions, and I was crying my eyes out to her. And I was just telling her my victim story about how, you know, he did this, and he did that, and they did this, and they did that. And I was crying so hard. And she looked at me, this godly Christian woman, and she said, you are so full of you know I won't say. And it stunned me. And I was like, what are you talking about? But what she did in that moment is it arrested me, and I realized that I was stuck in my victim story. And after that, I began to get a revelation that there is a butterfly story inside of me. And she impacted my life so much that I decided to become a life coach. And but I was second guessing myself. I'm like, is this really the path that I'm supposed to take? And I was asking God for a confirmation. Is this the right thing for me to do? I spent my whole life in ministry. Is this what the rest of my life looks like? And again, I heard the whisper. And it said, what is your name? Well, my name is Angela. And I knew that my name, Angela, it meant messenger. And so I said, okay, if my name is messenger, then what's my message? And I kept hearing, what is your name? Well, a couple of days went by, and I was out doing some, meeting somebody for coffee, and they said my name, and they said, this is Angela. I said my name. I said, my name is Angela Aja. And my last name, Aja, in Spanish is aha. And they said, oh, Angela Aja, aha. And I realized at that moment that my name means I am a messenger of aha moments. And so for me, there was no turning back. That was a clear sign that I was on the right path. I had to learn that that all of the stuff I had been swimming in was going to be used to strengthen my wings. And so remember I said that the whole time the butterfly is in the cocoon, she can't excrete, she's swimming in her own stuff. Well, once she finally becomes a butterfly, now she is actually in the cocoon, but now she's a fully formed butterfly. But now here she is, you have to picture her, she's got these new wings, she's fully formed, but now she's in a tight place. She's still trapped in the cocoon. She's fully developed. And you might be in a season where you're like, okay, I've gone through the preparation. I'm ready to break through. I'm ready to get out of here. But if you everybody knows this, if you take the butterfly out of the cocoon too soon, she dies. And so here she is. She's in a tight place now, but she feels the urge to break out. And so the only way for the butterfly to get out of the cocoon is to kick her way out. And so she begins to kick and kick and kick. And all of a sudden, she falls to the ground in total exhaustion, and she's laying on the ground. And she begins to realize, like, oh, I've got these new things on the side of my body. And she just instinctively starts to flap her wings. And this is pure science. But as she begins to flap her wings, it literally forces all of the excretion that she was swimming in back up into her body and into her wings, and it hardens. So I'm here to tell you today that all of the crap you've been through in your life is what gives your wings the strength to fly. Amen. Give me an amen to that, somebody. That's good stuff right there. But I had to learn that. I had to walk that out for myself. And so I got out there. I took this serious once I had this revelation, and I endured the cocoon, and I became a butterfly, and I kicked out of the cocoon, and I got out in the air, and I started flapping my wings, and I wasn't afraid of who saw me anymore. And I was flapping my wings and spreading the soar message. And many of you have seen me on that journey, and you've been a part of my soaring journey. But, they said, you need a podcast. So I did a podcast. They said, you need a book. So I wrote more books. They said, you need a private Facebook group. So I did, and I was posting every day. They said, you need to speak on stages. So I talked to Andy and Elizabeth. They said, you need a mastermind. So I launched a mastermind. They said, you need courses and lead magnets and emails. Come on, anybody else? They say, you need to do this. You need to do that. You got all these things. And so you do it. And around that time, I got a call from a seminary, and they said, hey, we want to give you a doctorate, an honorary doctorate for your life's work. And I'm like, I'm a butterfly. I'm soaring. But something was still off inside of me. And so I think there comes that season in our lives where, especially as entrepreneurs and leaders, we have to ask ourselves, like, what do you do when the hustle isn't working anymore? And what happened is that my mission had become non-negotiable, but I was negotiable. My time, my energy, my well-being had become negotiable. So right about that time, I was moving back from Porter. I had moved out to Porter for just a little while. I was moving back home, and I put my stuff in storage and stayed with my parents. Now here I thought I'm a butterfly out there soaring, and all of a sudden I get a call that the storage unit had caught on fire, and I lost everything again. And I had just signed a lease on an apartment, and I ended up back in the same spot that I did 15 years ago. I was living on the floor of an apartment with no furniture. How could this happen? I'm a butterfly. But what happened is that the fire, when it happened, it didn't take my things, but it revealed some old strategies that I had been living by. And that was push harder, show up more, do more. When you walk in a room, don't worry, be worried about what everybody's thinking about you. If you're showing up too big, too much of a butterfly, you might intimidate people. And so I started to shrink. And after the fire, I got high blood pressure, and I was exhausted. And I realized that I had become a hologram. And a hologram is created when two beams of light are split. One beam is what's real, and the other beam is a reflection. And I realized that I was showing up. I was so busy trying to fly that I had one beam that was who I truly was, but the other beam was who I thought everybody expected me to be. And a hologram adapts to the light around it, but a person who is whole, they carry their own light. And I want you to walk away with that today, that who you are is enough, but not only is who you are enough, who you are, when you are whole, when you find that core identity, not the version of you that has been developed because of conditioning or out of survival or self-preservation, but when you are whole, you walk in the room with everything that you need to get the job done. So I want to give you 3 quick things here as we wind up. And here's some things that I've learned is that number 1, rest is a revenue strategy. I was so out there busy hustling that I wasn't resting. And here, I want to bring it back to the butterfly. And here's, when you study the butterfly, when the butterfly is out there in the air flapping her wings, and guys, I hope you know, boys are butterflies too, okay? So guys, I hope you have not shut me out during this whole time. I should have said that at the beginning. But if you, when you study the butterfly, she's out there living with purpose. She's not afraid to be seen. Something incredible happens. And she actually, when she's in the air where she's supposed to be, she catches the tailwind. And when she catches that tailwind, the tailwind takes her farther and higher than she could ever go on her own. But here's the thing is, if she is flapping her wings, she works against the wind. And I want to tell you that many of you have probably gone from surviving to thriving, but thriving might be killing you right now. There is another step past thriving, and that is soaring. And that is where you are partnering with the wind, and that you are resting, and that you stop flapping so hard, and that you just you come back home to who you were created to be, and you're not trying to prove yourself or protect yourself. This is what it means to soar. There is soaring available to you. As I've been practicing this, things have been happening to me that I could never dream up. Much of what you've heard today comes from my book, Summoned to Soar, The 5 Stages of the Rise of a Woman. And because I've been out there and just doing what I was called to do, and I stopped trying to flap my wings so hard, God has opened up prison doors for me, and I've been going into the prison and taking the SOAR message into prisons. And I walk in the door, and there's hundreds of female incarcerated prisoners, and they're flapping their wings at me, and they're saying, I have hope for the first time. I've forgiven myself, and I have confidence for the first time, and I'm going to be a better person when I leave here. And so things happen. This is what I call Amos 9:13 moments, when God begins to make things happen so fast that they make your head swim. And that's when things begin to happen unexpectedly, when you are resting. And so I want you to know that if you are a leader and you want to rise without losing yourself, if you want to go the distance and you want to lead yourself well, if you're tired of seeing leaders who are leading everyone else, but they're not leading themselves well, if you're tired of seeing power that's turned into abuse and you want to have personal power, you want to manage your time, manage your life, and govern your life well, please connect with me. I want you to know, no matter what you've been through, this is what I've learned on my journey, that no matter what you've been through, everything can be used for your good. You have been summoned to soar. Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angela, for sharing your beautiful story with us. And thank you for bringing reality and shedding light on what it looks like to hustle and how that can consume us and what is really important for us to come back to. I think we can all relate to that. I know I can. So thank you so much for your vulnerability, and thank you for your bravery and for sharing your story. And the purpose is right here today, if nothing else. So thank you so much for that. We're so grateful for you. All right, well, come back and join us next month. Mr. Alex Gardner is here with us today. He's going to be speaking. We are very, very excited to have him. So the QR code up there is to RSVP. It'll take you straight to our Facebook page. All you got to do is click yes and then share it with some people that you want to bring along. We'll be right here, second Friday of April. Lunch, networking, drop and go commercials, all of the things. So please come and join us. Thank you all so much for being here today. Enjoy this beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next month.